Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana otra. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana otra. Ey, me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, un VIP. Ey, saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. Ey, chis, que sonrían las que ya les metí en un VIP, un VIP. Ey, saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. Seis chis, que sonrían las que se olvidaron ya de mí. Me gustan mucho la Gabriela, la Patricia, la Nicole, la Sofía. Mi primera novia en Kinder María y mi primer amor se llama Batalía. Tengo una colombiana que me escribe todos los días y una mexicana que ni yo sabía. Otra en San Antonio que me quiere todavía y las de PR que toditas son mías. Una dominicana que juega bombón, ey, uva bombón. La de bolsa.
Okay, everyone, welcome to my channel. And as you can see, we have a horrible show here. Let's just call it what it is. This is an anti-American show that, what's his name, this Bad Bunny has put on at the Super Bowl. I am super surprised that something like this was allowed. No English was spoken throughout the entire musical performance or whatever that was. And to me, that's a disgrace to our country. We speak English. We are not a Spanish speaking country. Yes, there are people here that speak Spanish, but that is not the native language of this land. And considering it's not the native language, there's no way that any artist should be able to perform an entire Super Bowl halftime speaking Spanish. To me, it's a disgrace. And I'm not understanding how this is being allowed by the NFL. Does someone know the commissioner? Excuse me. And have a conversation about this. Because to me, it's an embarrassment to our country. It is simply sending a message that Americans, the American value is now being replaced with a lot of liberal ideology. This is just a disgrace totally. I can't stomach watching the entire halftime show. I didn't watch it. I heard about it this morning and I said, you know what? I'm going to report on it, give my opinion. And I just want everyone to know this is what's happening to our country. And if we're going to save this country, we have to put a stop to all of these anti-American antics that is being allowed by the liberals. Whether it's them stealing money, with falsifying paperwork for daycares, sending money over to their poor countries, or on one of the biggest nights in television, we allow someone to perform at a halftime show an American game and they sing in Spanish the whole time. I don't know what he was saying at all. I don't get it. You're in America, but you want to take us back to Puerto Rico. And here's the thing that no one talks about. All of these anti-Americans who are constantly coming to our country, constantly complaining, why don't they go back to their country? You don't have to give us this whole going down memory lane of Puerto Rico. If you don't like it here in the U.S., go back to Puerto Rico. That's what I don't understand. Like, why stay here when you could go to Puerto Rico, and you could do all the celebration of your culture? But here's the thing. They're never going to leave this country because their country, as President Trump says, is crap. Now, I know Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, but the disrespect we're being shown is unbelievable. How do you perform an entire halftime show in Spanish? I don't know what he was saying. And why do I have to use captions to understand what he's saying? Why can't he be forced? Not even forced, but it's required that you speak English. The majority of the people living in the United States speak English. It is our native language. We're not going to make Spanish our native language. It's not going to be a requirement. It could be an elective. You decide if you want to learn it or not. But we're being forced to adopt all these different ideologies, these different cultures, and no one's being required to adopt ours when they come in here. And I just think that is so sad. And we are allowing it. I'm sorry, his performance was hideous. His performance, again, was an attack on the American culture. It is saying we are going to bring Puerto Rico over here in the States in terms of actual states, not just territory. And we're going to recreate our territory into your states. It's just like bringing up Puerto Rico and you're going to turn, I don't know, North Carolina into Puerto Rico. And it's to me like, why don't you just go to Puerto Rico? Just go over there. But you know why they won't go over there? Because a lot of them are poor. We hate to say it, but it's true. They're poor. But they want to come over here and criticize us, but won't go over to their native land and stay and build and restore. But you want to bring all that over here. I mean, it was just a disgrace. Nobody wanted to see it. No American wants to see you go down a memory lane of being in Puerto Rico. Why don't you just go over there? Perform over there. But you know why? He couldn't. He'll probably get robbed, attacked, and that's why they're over here, spewing all of their negativity on us. And we have to sit there and watch it. Well, we don't have to watch it. I mean, I turned it off. I couldn't stomach it. And I tried to watch it again here because I wanted to, try to be fair. But there's nothing to be fair about because it was very disrespectful, distasteful. Again, to sing or whatever he was doing in Spanish the entire time. No English is spoken. No English history being brought into this. Is strictly, I was born in Puerto Rico and this is my culture, and waving the Puerto Rican flag. Like, what? I don't understand. And I don't get it. And I don't understand how this is being allowed. Like, do they not preview their show before they actually perform it? Or is it who's ever selected for the Super Bowl, that person is going to go. That person is going to be able to perform whatever they want. And this is the problem that we have. Now, their ideology is being forced onto our children. Like, our children are forced to feel like they need to understand Spanish because I didn't understand what he was saying, when in fact they should be required to speak only English because this is an English speaking country. We don't speak Spanish over here. The majority of us does not. The majority of us that are native, born here in the USA are not speaking Spanish. But that doesn't seem to be the problem. And no one seems to care. Just to allow him to show up, parade himself around. The dance moves were horrific. I didn't see anything in there that was appropriate for children. Do we not consider the children that are watching? This is, again, a major American sport that is seen all over the world, and no one considers how they're behaving in front of the children or what they're displaying in their show. He's just doing whatever he wants, having people, almost topless. And again, not even taking into consideration that most of the audience that are watching speak English, not Spanish. But I'm going to be defiant. I'm going to show America that I don't have to conform. I will not conform. And it's like, if you're not going to conform, go back to your country. Go back to Puerto Rico. Go live there. Go there. Don't come over here. But he'll never do it because life is too good in the United States. See, that's what they don't want you to know. They disrespect us. They sing in Spanish. They won't perform in English, but they won't leave because it's too good. we have too much great things happening in the United States, and they have nothing going on in their own country, their own little territory. They have to come in and try to change, disrupt our wonderful culture here in America. And it's just not fair to us as citizens that we're being forced once again to have to listen to this, to have this kind of language be spoken over us when we are an English speaking country. And America, we got to wake up. If you don't wake up now, you're going to wake up and look around and you're going to be on your knees listening to the call, the mosque, what is the call to prayer. You're going to be forced to speak English. Anyone speaking, I mean, you're going to be forced to speak Spanish. You won't be able to speak your native language. And Americans, we have to wake up and step up. We definitely need to push the more conservative ideals, get more and more young people engaged, involved, because if we are doomed. So I want to thank the Turning Point USA for their halftime show, for having something that looks decent, something that resembles America, and not taking us on this long journey, a history of a country that you do despise. I'm Bad Bunny, leave. No one's asking you to stay. No one's going to miss you, you know. And again, I just think it was a disgrace of what he did at the Super Bowl. And I really think they should start vetting these shows to ensure that we're getting quality performance. So that's all I have to say about Bad Bunny right now. There are so many things that I do want to discuss. Again, I really am just disgusted by this performance. Nothing was spoken in English. I'm an English speaking person. I do not speak Spanish. I am not going to try because I live here in the United States. So you all, family, let me know. Let's get discussion going. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me how you feel about Bad Bunny singing his entire show in Spanish, honoring this Spanish culture and doing nothing to exemplify Americans. Remember to always remain bold, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Hit the notification bell so you're always notified when we drop a new video. Have a good evening.